all of the money the world can offer. Tell me why I'm treated like the bother. If I don't have something that's suited for profit, I'm solving my problems and squabble and squalor. Tell me, is anyone giving free help out there? Oh, 'cause I hope I can find my one of a kind. 'Cause I'll be embarrassed if I beg about course I. If I beg about course I swear you might find me dead somewhere.
Oh, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Thanks for coming through. This is it, basically. This is just basically the accumulation of the past 2 years that I've been living in this apartment. Pretty much anything and everything that I could get my hands on and keep, pretty much went on my walls. When I first moved in here, it was like just blank. It was like just 4 blank white walls. This is my first apartment ever, and to like have just 4 blank walls kind of felt just like really claustrophobic for me. So to kind of like put anything and everything on my walls just kind of felt like just like a massive art project in general. It just felt like, you know, just let me cover every inch of these walls that I possibly can and kind of see like what it'll even add up to. Every keepsake, pamphlet, poster, ticket, program that I could possibly get my hands on. You pass through so many spaces, and the only thing that you're really left with are like these little pieces of paper. It really just came out of me being lonely. You know, I was the only one that was here. You know, I'm my first apartment ever, moved away from home, dropped out of college, and again, claustrophobic, tiny ass little room. I just wanted to fill the space. Around my room, this is like a full calendar of 2023, January to December, first 3 months 2024, next 3 months 2024. Just, you know, as much time that I could possibly put on my walls I wanted to do. This one's from Black Panther, Cabaret. I saw that with my roommate. Went to go eat at this really fancy Italian restaurant. That was a great time. I went there on a date once. Adult weekday, Imaginarium. This is where like my ex-girlfriend used to work. Chick-fil-A tickets. Oh my God, I had a peach milkshake at Chick-fil-A once. That's like the first box of cigarettes I've ever bought. That's my old passport. Anybody who's walked into my room has been like, wow, bro, like, how'd you even get all this stuff? And it's like, it's been 2 years. You know, you can get a lot of stuff in 2 years. Yeah, my little squiggles. Yeah, I love my little squiggles. These are the dream eaters, you know.
They're like worms that like pass through black holes and stuff, and
they eat dreams. You know, they kind of just like you know, it's a fun little snack. Got 2 full bags of like just cigarette butts and filters and everything. Don't ask me too much about all that. Albert is a guy that I saw in a shroom trip once, and I drew this and I was like, oh yeah, like that's Albert. Concentration is the key to success. Listen to the customer. We are not a rip-off joint. Anticipate, acknowledge, act. This is something I made recently. It says, long live free creatives. This is from the taco place down the block. They run the block, bro. They run the block. This is from the first show that I ever did. And these are the posters that we printed out ourselves. This was like the first little music collective that I was a part of. It's called Miss Division. This is from Dixon High School. This is a hat I got in Nicaragua. My dad gave to me. Just says Nicaragua, obviously. Go Nicaragua. I got this from Colombia as well. I felt like I had to know myself to a T before I could ever start like expressing myself, which like that's the whole point of expression. As you're expressing yourself, you're learning more about who you are and how you're actually doing what it is that you're doing. You know, it's a labor of love, literally. And you know, this room is also definitely a labor of love. I actually got this tapestry from a friend of mine. They got it from an ex-boyfriend, I think. They said it was cursed, and then they gave it to me. We understand each other, you know? We understand it, we get it. You know, we got the young bucks too. Yeah, they get it. They get it. I love all my little glasses. Obviously, I got a big collection. I call these my Willy Wonkas, you know? Student ID. Oh my God, I mean, I spent a year at Columbia College Chicago. I went out for school. I was a musical theater major. And to be honest, I had only enough money for that first year. And once that first year was over, I kind of realized that I really, really liked working off of my own schedule. I just felt like college wasn't for me. So that's kind of the last remnants that I have from Columbia, if that makes sense. It doesn't scan anymore. I mean, it's the history of like my past 2 years, you know? There's been so much growth and like self-discovery in the past 2 years. And I felt like before I even came into this apartment, I kind of put so much pressure on myself to make something of myself and to make something of my time here. And when it comes to like what I keep around in my room are just reminders that the time wasn't for nothing and that the time was meant to be learned from, the time was meant to be lived. I think this room does a better job at remembering things than I do. To remember all of these times and remember all of these little things and where I was that day and how that show was and what was I thinking, how was I feeling. You know, if I were to throw all of this stuff away, I don't think I'd be able to tell you half of the things that I did in here, you know? So when it comes to what's in this room, it's like just a lot of memory. Just a lot of memory that I was scared of forgetting myself, which is why I put it on my walls. That's my family from back home. My mom is really big on pictures. She loves printing out her pictures. She used to make a lot of scrapbooks for me and my little brother. And these pictures were kind of the things that she gave me one of those times I visited. And they were meant to be up there. You know, they're meant to be up here. To see them is always a blessing, you know. They knew who I was before I knew who I was. They're coming tomorrow, so it's gonna be crazy to show them through everything. So,
This is the first time that they've been to Chicago, that they visited you in Chicago.
Yeah, this is the first time that they're gonna visit me out here in Chicago. You know, I had to move out here by myself. I had to kind of figure out my way out here by myself, and yeah, this is going to be the first time they see everything. This is going to be the first time they really get to be in the spaces that I'm in, and I'm just incredibly eager to show them everything, eager to show them where I've been and what I've been doing. And now again, after these 2 years, it's been like, man, the amount of self-discovery and the amount of just like things that I've had to overcome is like, like, I'm so glad that I get to kind of welcome them with open arms and in this like warm atmosphere. I think they're gonna love it. They're coming tomorrow, so it's
45 minutes. Hi. I know. Hi. How are you?
This is Sarah.
You're
Where'd you get that shirt, Papa?
Good to have you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
I'm so sorry we're late.
It's okay.
It's like
I knew it was
minutes.
gonna happen. It's fine. Yeah. Everything on everything. This is like every little keepsake that I've ever kept for like the past 2 years.
Oh my
calendar.
God! I can really read anything there.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. I mean, you see the big one?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that's so cool, Sebastian. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is a ton of stuff.
Oh wow.
A ton of stuff.
yeah.
This is so cool. I like to take pictures too. It could be a little artistic.
Papa, come here, Papa.
I don't see any naked girl.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Chill.
Oh, there's one.
What do you? Oh my God! Oh
$100
my
bill.
God!
Hey, bring it down.
Hey, bring it down.
Wow, you're gonna take all this down.
Yeah, you're gonna help me take it down.
Take a
You're gonna help me
picture,
take it all
a
down.
picture of it, that way you can put it back the same way.
That's why we're doing this documentary thing. You know, make sure that it's all documented,
Yeah.
it's all, you know, taken care of. Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah.
2
Look at
years
all
worth
those
of time.
deals.
Those are all my work tickets. Those are all my work from Cortino, from my Italian restaurant I used to work at. Those are all my work tickets from there. Here, look behind the door, Papa. I got those in Vegas.
My goodness, you cannot come in here. You're not 21 yet.
Oh my God!
Javier, don't look here. Damn.
Yeah, you have a nice collection going, Sebastian.
Thanks, Mom. I learned from the best.
Mm-hmm.
Was
If that's-
Sebastian always artistic?
Yeah, ever since he was little, always.
Yeah.
When he was like maybe 5 or something, he grabbed his guitar, like plastic guitar, the Fisher Price one, I think, and he had a little microphone, and he started like pretending to sing and all that, and ever since then.
My mom actually decorated my room. My mom was the one that decorated my room as a kid, so like I had that like steel S above my.
So I just want you to tell me, like, you mentioned how you were feeling like some anxiety about them coming over.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, where's that anxiety coming from? You know, where's that fear coming from? What are they gonna learn about you?
They've always known that I've had big ambitions, and I think the anxiety has always come from kind of just going back home broken, or going back home realizing that I couldn't do it, you know, that I couldn't fulfill my dreams, and I couldn't, you know, make it work, and I couldn't make it happen, or I couldn't make it big, or something or someone just kind of like drilled me into the ground, and my parents would have to deal with just a son with a lost purpose. If this stuff doesn't work out and the music isn't felt and the music doesn't feel real enough, then I would have to figure out what else to do with my life, and I think that's always been the scariest thought for me. So when I came all the way out here to Chicago, and I felt like I needed to prove myself, and I got my own apartment, dropped out of college, moved out of my house, got roommates, you know, started making music, you know, started, you know, really trying to do stuff. I feel like I've put too much fucking pressure on myself before I even got out here. The fear and anxiety really came from like I left them, you know, like I left them. I was so selfish to the point where I had to go. They were the source of my happiness for so long, you know. And when I came out here, I felt like I just had to like, you know, I had to make that for myself. And the fact that I was so far away from my family just didn't, you know, I felt like I really felt like I couldn't be happy if I wasn't back there, you know. And, you know, the fear is that I had to, you know, go home broken, I guess, you know. Kind of realized that I couldn't do it on my own. But that being said, I don't feel that way no more. I really don't feel that way anymore. I'm nervous that I'm mostly nervous that they're gonna think I'm forgetting about them when I already know I never will. You know, I will never forget about them, you know.
Always, I love you so much.
I love you too, Mom.
No crying. No crying. No crying. It's okay.